Major League Baseball held their home run derby last night, and boy, those guys put on a pretty good show. Me and the boys truly enjoyed watching it. I did have some sales come in during the home run derby that made me think of something. Is the home run derby a lot like the Super Bowl? Does it affect sports card sales during the event? Do you sell more of the guys involved, especially the guys who are winning? We've got 28 cards to ship out today, so let's talk about this while we ship these cards out. Okay, so I'm all set up here. Why don't we just get right into it? Let's put everything in order, and then we'll get to the shipping. Today should be hopefully a lot easier. 28 cards. Yesterday was 32, but with the 28, we have an 11 card order. That's right, 11 card order. So that was pretty cool. We will talk about that as we go. We're going to talk about last night's home run derby and some of the sales I got that I feel like might be tied in with it. Could be wrong, might not be, but we will find out. Okay, so you saw sorting these cards today was a lot easier. A lot easier. All right, let's get these wrapped up. So right here, we have an 11 card order. That's right, 11 cards. Yesterday, I was telling you about multi-quantity orders and why I like them, because it's less in fees and less in shipping costs. Well, that 11 card order, the reason why I love that, the average per card price after fees and promoted listings was about 72 cents per card. Normally, after ad fees, I'm about 25 to 40 cents per card if I sell an individual. So selling them as an 11 card lot, like almost doubled what I would normally get. Almost doubled. And guys, it goes even higher the more cards I sell, even with the 25% discount I give after someone purchases 5. So yeah, that's why I like multi-quantity orders. It really drives up the individual per card price, which means I make more profit. This person, PA, let's see, we got a Griffey, McAble, and then the other 9 cards are all Mark McGwire. Remember yesterday I was talking about the junk wax era guys, how the superstars like Jose Canseco, I still sell a lot of their cards, even the junk wax ones. Well, here you go. Case in point, Mark McGwire. Somebody bought 9 of them. And look at some of the ones we got. Kids Play, Post Serial, Fleer, Score, 91 Tops, 93 Upper Deck. Like, really, guys? This is definitely a Mark McGwire fan, and that's what he was looking for. The other thing I noticed in here, as we're going to start putting these in some card savers. You recognize that card? It's another 1997 Tops. I sold another one. I told you I sell one of these almost daily. It's kind of weird. But, all right. Let's go. This is going to be a bigger order because it's 11 cards. And eBay standard envelope, you're allowed to ship, I think it's 15 or 20 now. Originally it was 12. But 11 cards I will ship out. It's going to go in 4 top loaders. And it's going to be a little bit different how I ship them, kind of similar to the 2 top loaders, but it's a much bigger, fuller, you could say, envelope. So let's talk about the home run derby. One of the things I want to talk about today is, does the home run derby lead to extra sales? I'm not sure, but in that first order, we have 2 Topps update cards from past home run derbies. You got Mark McGwire, 1992 home run derby, Ken Griffey, 1994. With the McGwires, I kind of believe that didn't sell because of the home run derby, because the person was buying a bunch of McGwire. But Ken Griffey Jr., how much they kept talking about him and showing him on the TV last night, could the person possibly have seen it in my store and said, you know what, let me get that card too? Because they've been hearing about everything about Griffey on the home run. I don't know, but that's a thought. Alright, so we got 2 more Pedro, 1993 Topps. What's weird about these, I sold one yesterday to somebody else, and now somebody else bought two. I kind of noticed that happens a lot with my multi-quantity orders. Not my multi-quantity orders. Orders of the same card. If it's like a multi-quantity listing, I can sell one card today, and then tomorrow I'll sell the same exact card, another one from that lot. It's kind of weird. I don't know if it winds up, in eBay's algorithm. Everyone's talking about the algorithm. If it winds up in that, and then it just gets boosted up in search because there's a sale with it. That's possible, because you now have sales history. So I'm not sure. But yeah, sold two more of those. Sold one yesterday, all from the same listing. Oh, that's going to be an interesting card to talk about in a little bit. And at the same time, I sold all those Mark McGwire cards to the one person. And look, another Mark McGwire to another person. So those junk wax era guys, they sell. They sell. Trust me. Almost done here. A couple more. I feel like I've mixed something up already because I didn't pay attention. Yep. The Jim Thome and Pat Burrell, obviously a Phillies fan, are going to go together. Then the last card that we're top loading, one of the stars, well, early stars of last night's Home Run Derby. Lou Bob, Luis Robert, Luis Robert, however you want to call it. We saw the Griffey, we saw the McGwire, both Home Run Derby cards. Did they sell because of the Home Run Derby? Probably not. I don't think they did. The one that made me curious and wanted me to talk about this today was the Luis Robert, Lou Bob, whatever you call him. I love just saying that. Did his rookie card sell last night because of the Home Run Derby? I posted that card in the middle of his match versus Randy Arozarena. Lou Bob was about to come up to bat. I had just uploaded a batch of cards to eBay. And then about 10 minutes after Robert finished his turn, the card sold. Granted, he lost the match, so it's not like he was going to the finals, but he just played in a high profile. Could the person have been looking on eBay for Luis Robert cards? It's very possible. Could just be a dumb coincidence, but is it? Is it? He just batted in the Home Run Derby and then boom, sold his rookie card. Kind of remind me of the Super Bowl where, I posted a Kadarius Toney card, then he had a huge punt return and boom, the card sold. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? So I don't know if you could see my screen, what we got on today. I said I usually watch YouTube. I still have it going, but I have the sound on my computer muted right now. On Tuesdays, I like to watch the Reseller Information Network. Their link is going to be in the description. Give them a follow. It's my boys. We got Leroy, Blood, Sweat, and Cell. Tim over the years. Cernox Connection, a.k.a. Tank. And then Eric, OBX Picker. Just a nice thing to listen to while I work on Tuesdays. Good background noise and pretty informative as well. They all come from different areas of reselling, sell different things, and you can definitely learn a lot. Their Reseller Information Network channel, they put out weekly stuff that will help you, especially as a new reseller, learn the info you need and ask them questions. Yes, I usually watch them on Tuesdays, so they're on the screen right now playing. How about this one? Ryan Leaf die cut card from Press Proof 98. Freaking Ryan Leaf. What a bust. I mean, really, what else is there to say about the guy? I haven't heard much about him recently. You know, once every year or so, every few months, you're going to hear something come out about him, but haven't heard anything recently. I wonder what that guy's up to. I guess he's finally staying out of trouble? Maybe. Okay, we're almost done here. So yeah, I think the shipping process today is going to be a lot quicker than yesterday. Alright, I need one more team bag. I will be right back. Alright, that's good. Now we're actually ready to start the shipping process. Like normal, I got all my labels printed already, ready to go. First one we're going to ship is going to be the big 11 card order. Here, you see we got 4 of them. Got my sheet of paper. Yesterday I told you I like to, you know, just put 2 across, fold the paper over. We're still going to do it. You see, now what I'll do is I'll fold it over once, and then we would keep folding. But what I'm going to do now is put the next 2 sets over the top of that. Some people, before they fold, they'd like to put all 4 top loaders right there together. I like to do it this way. I feel like it actually secures the package a little bit better because you get a little bit of extra tape on there. And fold over one more time. And we're good to go. Nice and sturdy. And this is still under the 3-ounce weight limit. You know, I've actually not weighed it. I'll be honest, I have it. But I know it'd be under 3 ounces. It's potentially 2 ounces. Why is this one? That tape stuck together. Alright, so it's potentially 2 ounces, but when I have a package that thick, I like to just be safe and call it 3 ounces. If I'm wrong, whatever. I lose 21 cents. Not too worried about it. But just with the size of it, I don't want to give the post office any chance to say, you need more postage on this item, and then go to the customer and ask for more money. Just don't feel that's right. So boom, there we go. 11 cards, 1 envelope. Now let's get going on the rest of this stuff, guys. All right. There we go. Pull these out. Get our scrap paper. Got Ramon Martinez. I mean, why do I keep saying Ramon? It's Pedro. It's Pedro. You know what? I keep getting confused with that Dodger jersey because, you know, like I said yesterday, people always forget Pedro played for the Dodgers. I don't forget that, but I just think of Ramon so much more because Ramon was the name when they both played for the Dodgers. So that is my first thought every time I see a Martinez in the early 90s in a Dodgers uniform. Can you blame me? Pedro just wasn't that popular at the time. One thing I do sell a lot of is Bowman Chrome rookies, Bowman Chrome, first Bowman Chrome, even if it's a nobody. This one is Rob Brantley. I don't know why anybody's buying him, but people just love those Bowman Chromes. I just sell them all the time. Fumble. All right, next up we got a 1982 Donruss. Saw a lot of these, even of the common players, just from, people trying to build sets, but this one's actually a pretty good one. Andre Dawson. A little off-centered, but a pretty nice card right there. So how many of you did watch the Home Run Derby? Man, that was a show, especially Adley Rutschman. Oh my God. Switch hitting in the Home Run Derby. Watching him in that bonus round, I actually wonder if he would have performed better if he batted from the right side in the beginning, because it seemed like his balls were traveling a lot further than they were from the left side. Could be wrong, but that's what I saw and what I think was the case. Now here's a card. Collector's Choice, top of the charts, two of the most hated pitchers in baseball. Roger Clemens and Curt Schilling. Going to Burlington, New Jersey. So, good question there. Is that person a Phillies fan with Curt Schilling, or a Yankees fan with Roger Clemens? A very good question. Being just outside of Philly myself and knowing where Burlington is, I'd assume they're a Phillies fan, but, I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Next up, we got Neon Deion Sanders, 1990 Fleer. One of the most overproduced sets in history. But I'll tell you, again, those big names still sell quite a bit of them. Up, we got Julio Franco, 88 Donruss Diamond Kings. Another one of those junk wax era sets, but a name guy. People want them. I've noticed it doesn't matter what era you're in, your cards. If you're a name, superstar, Hall of Famer, your cards just sell. Doesn't matter. You're probably going to hear me talk about that in so many of these episodes, but it is what it is. Well, like I said yesterday, give me some questions in the comments. Give us more to talk about. Got the Ryan Leaf going out to Texas. Yeah, you guys see how quick this process is? Once you have your system in place and you can move quickly. I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 orders right here. That's 8 cards. And another one here. That's 11. So that's 19 of the 28 cards already shipped. So got a pretty cool card of Mark McGwire coming up, which I think you guys are going to like to see. Get this one, Josh Bro. I'm in Platinum Yankee prospect. Never heard of him, but here it is. Mark McGwire, Topps Mini UK edition. That's right. If you didn't know, they make different editions of these cards in different countries. Sometimes you get your hands on them. People do like to collect those. So that card is going to be going off to Georgia to somebody who wants either the UK edition of the cards or they're just another Mark McGwire fan and I have something that they just couldn't find. You know, I really wondered with eBay if they really just push you in the area of the country you're in. Yeah, granted, I have a lot of Texas cards, a lot of California, but I sell so much more to New Jersey and PA than I do any other area. Now, could it possibly feel that way because that's where I'm at, so it stands out to me a little bit more? Maybe. Just maybe. But I don't know. I mean, another Maryland. Yeah, I don't know. Here we go. Benito Santiago, 1991 Topps. Interesting sale right there. Get some more tape for this last page. And up next, we've got, again, another set I talked about yesterday that I sell a lot of cards from. 1995 Topps. I probably sell almost as much of 1995 Topps as I do 1997 Topps. Which is pretty crazy. I think it's probably the same deal. Probably one a day, sometimes more. So that sound, that beeping you keep hearing in the background obviously is Discord. You know, I've always been against Discord. Nothing against it. I just haven't had any need to be on one. I see too many people now charging for Discords, and I just don't agree with that. But I found out some of the people I talk to all the time here on YouTube and actually talk with on Instagram, and some of them I actually text. They're all together in one place on a Discord. Found that out yesterday and got sent an invite and joined that one. That Discord to me is different. You know, it's just a bunch of reselling buddies talking in there as they go through their workday, which is pretty cool. Lets me have my conversations in one place. It could just definitely get very, very distracting because everybody's in one place and everybody's on at different times. So you got to make sure to find that balance between working and also chatting, just like with any other job. Next up, we got Greg Olson, $89. Rated rookie. Yes. How many of you have had this card? Multiples of this card. And I mean multiples. I know I have. I've had a shit ton of these cards. Growing up, now, and probably in the future. So next up, we got the Lubob. That's right, and that's going to be the last card of the day. So we talked about it earlier. Do you think the Home Run Derby is one of those spectacles that can help increase your eBay sales of certain players? How many of you last night sold more Vladdy Jr.'s? Julio Rodriguez, Luis Robert, Randy Arozarena. How many of you did? Let me know in the comments below if you're one of those people who saw an uptick in those guys. It is going to make me pay attention to my sales tonight with the baseball all-star game. Somebody have a major game. Am I going to make a couple sales? Don't know. Possibly. But it's interesting to see. We always talk about big moments, somebody being elected to the Hall of Fame. Big game in the World Series. Big game in the Super Bowl. Guys, shipping's already done. 28 orders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16 orders. 28 cards. Already done. Easy peasy. So that is all the cards today. Pretty easy shipping day. You see, kind of blew through that. Doesn't take me long at all, guys. 30 cards, always less than 30 minutes. Even a lot quicker when, you know, it's multi-quantity orders. So you see it's a pretty quick process. Yesterday I only profited about $15, but when you consider less than a half-hour shipping, probably about takes me 15-20 minutes usually to list about 100 cards, 5 minutes to scan them. You figure probably an hour's worth of work right there, and I got 15 bucks. Not huge money, not life-changing money, but still extra money in my pocket, and a lot of this stuff I'm just doing while I'm sitting there watching TV. So, new here, hit the subscribe. Thank you for watching so long, and guys, catch you on the next one. Let's hope we have some more cards to ship tomorrow.